World Professional semi-final round. Only 6 of these couples will return to the floor to compete in the final round. Their fate is now in the judges' hands. John, at this level and in this particular division, what are the judges actually looking for?
Well, once again, Juliet, we thought it would be fun to show our audience while we explain. So let's take a look at the demonstration tape we made earlier. In the ballroom category, each couple is graded in the 5 basic requirements. This category is a much more controlled and precise form of dancing. Each couple must strive for a uniform look in its routine. Their bodies must never separate during the dance, remaining always in what is called the closed position. The woman must remain properly positioned and poised throughout the routine. The heads of each couple must be held high and move gracefully to the music. There's a lot to look for in each dance style and very little time to look for it. Each judge is very busy grading the dances. Technical excellence, interpretation, attitude, and flair are the winning ingredients for championship dancing.
Right now, we're still waiting to see who the judges thought did those things best. We'll let you know who the finalists are as soon as they decide. In the meantime, we've put together a short segment on some of the spectacular gowns and costumes you've seen throughout the competition.
Let me say first that in these competitions, the way you look is 50% of your presentation. In order to be judged, you must first be seen. So, costumes are a critical part of a couple's routine, and more importantly, their personalities. I think we still have a few moments before we get the final 6 couples on the floor. So let's take a peek at a few of the really outstanding costumes we've seen during the competition.
When it comes to ballroom dancing costumes, the operative rule is, if you've got it, flaunt it. And if you don't, flaunt it anyway. In the Latin category, the man's traditional attire has been the one-piece catsuit. It should fit well and show off the body. The suit should always have a well-groomed look, no matter what dance is being performed. The women's dress in the Latin category, what there is of it, should be snazzy and sensual. It should sparkle, so don't be afraid of a few thousand sequins and rhinestones to help with the overall look. The object here is to accentuate what you've got and how you move it. The accessories should complement the total design of the costume. In the ballroom division, the men traditionally perform in white tie and tails. For the women, glamour and elegance are the trademarks of this division. The dress should fit like a glove on the upper part of the body and be ready to flounce, bounce, and flow sensually over the hips and legs. The object, as always, is to highlight and magnify the graceful lines of the body. A soft, romantic look is necessary for the dresses in this category to complement the beautiful dance music. No matter whether you're dancing in the Latin or ballroom divisions, what you wear does count. The costumes should be an extension of the dancers' personalities, complementing the music and adding to the mood of the dancing. I'd love to have $1 for every sequin on any one of those gowns out there. They must spend a fortune on those dresses. But you sure see the results, don't you? You really do. I've been told that they've got the dancers out for the final round, so the waiting's over. I imagine there are some butterflies and many stomachs out there. So let's go down to Roy Maver to introduce the final 6.
We are ready now, ladies and gentlemen, for the final of the 1984 World's Professional Modern Ballroom Dance Championships. Will you welcome to the floor, please, our finalists. Number 105 from West Germany, Fuehrers and Ingrid Fuehrer. From Japan, number 108, Iso and Anna Nakagawa. From United Kingdom, number 114, Michael and Vicky Barr. From Denmark, number 120, Hans and Anne Laxholms. From Japan, number 125, Tommy and Cherry Sakuramotos. And from the United Kingdom, number 131, Stephen Hilliar and Lindsay Tate. May we have the waltz, please?
The English really hold this, don't they, John? Well, I mean, what is the dominance? Why are they always rated the best?
Well, Juliet, we must remember the English really developed this style of international competitive dancing. Although these dances were originated in different countries, it was the British group of teachers who had the foresight to standardize the syllabus and to develop a certain look, which of course is traditionally British.
That's right.
And they are so wonderful at it. There's no taking that away from them.
Dancers there, do you think, John? Better coaches, maybe?
I think they have a combination of the two. The youngsters begin training in ballroom dancing at an early age in Great Britain. And for that reason, they keep them going at it over a longer period of time. Plus, they have very good teachers and coaches.
Second dance, the tango.
But, you know, I think it's like anything. The more competitions you have, the more competitors you have, the better you become. And I think that in the United States, just by having this competition, we're going to get progressively better and better at it.
Absolutely. The British have been dancing this style of dancing in a competitive form since the early 30s. The United States, on the other hand, only developed the style of dancing. Oh, there we see the Laxholms from Denmark. And here are Stephen Hilliar and Lindsay Tate from Great Britain. This is the German couple, Werner and Ingrid Fuehrer, who have always ranked in the top 6 for the last few years.
Now, most of these people, do they teach themselves? Do they coach?
They have coaches who work with them. Even though they are the top-ranking professionals,
It's like having that other pair of eyes looking at you.
Exactly right. Someone else who is their coach will
Now,
see
do they put their
forward.
own routines together, John?
Some do, but the majority work with coaches who create new material for them. Stephen Hilliar and Lindsay Tate are the second British couple, and last year won the United States Open Championships. Style of this Japanese couple, number
They're
125.
lovely. Yes, I do too, very much.
The Sakuramotos are such an elegant couple.
Now, in Japan, is this very big?
Very big, extremely
Now,
so.
it's a kind of new to them as well, isn't it,
They
John?
say, yes, 10, 15 years or so. The Japanese have developed their standards so well and are to really be congratulated. They've surpassed most other countries in the ballroom and Latin areas in their development over a short period of time.
And now the foxtrot.
I think if we watch the current world champions, you'll see why they've attained that high position. Michael and Vicky Barr have been dancing since they were juniors. I don't know exactly how many years, but I know they started dancing together as youngsters and went through the amateur ranks, were world amateur dance champions, and now have captured the professional title. Just watch the way they flow around that floor.
Well, it really does make a difference how long you have worked with someone.
They are so sensitive to each other's
You
moves.
know exactly what your partner's going to do.
Certainly,
You can
yeah.
tell, she can tell when he wants to manipulate her any which way.
Exactly.
And she's free and easy to go with him. Oops, dear. There's one of the...
One of the unfortunate
Yes.
collisions that doesn't often happen. You know when it's likely to happen? When the man is moving backwards
Yes.
and another man is
I've
moving
noticed
backwards at the
that.
same time. That's
Because
when they're
it is
likely
the man who manipulates the woman in
That's
ballroom
right.
dancing.
That's right.
Because I noticed before, when he was moving forward, he would always steer her clear of anyone around. Very nice.
The quick step, please.
The quick step is always a favorite
Oh, I
with the
love it.
audience
I just love it.
because of the lively tempo of the music. And this Danish couple, Hans and Anne Laxholms from Denmark, they are so good at the quick step.
I see that once before they defeated the Hilliars. And
Yes.
When was that? 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago, right? When they were, I believe, when they were amateurs, just before turning professional.
Now, most of these people, have they been professional for a long time, John?
Most of them have, yes. Hilliar and Tate were amateur champions, and so were the Laxholms. But all the others have been professional for many years.
How about that? Final dance, the Viennese Waltz.
There's Michael and Vicky Barr.
You know, each year when I come and do this show, I think to myself, as soon as I get back to LA, I'm going to start taking lessons.
Well, we
It
might,
looks so wonderful.
it really is. We might get the world champions to give you a lesson while they're here.
They make it look so effortless, don't they?
Is the 1984 World Professional Modern Dance Championship here in New York City. Let's have a wonderful round of applause for our couples as they leave the floor.